I don't think I ever heard Doc use the phrase, "this is my best." The reality of taking a picture like the milk drop is that there were hundreds of those photographs. He worked 6 or 7 years perfecting that splash of the milk drop picture. I met Harold, Doc Edgerton, as we called him, when I was a graduate student.
In the Electrical Engineering Laboratory at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Professor H.E. Edgerton perfects a new high-speed movie camera, which shows the eye of man things that happen too quickly to be seen.
As a graduate student, he was studying large electric motors. And he needed to take photographs. There were some clumsy stroboscopic tools around. So I think that got him interested as an engineer. But then I think that one day happened where he just said, "Hey, let's try something else."
Here we go. Your eyes aren't designed for speed. You shoot a bullet through here, you won't even see it. You won't know anything about it at all. So you have to have strobe.
Doc worked for years on perfecting really high speed, meaning really short duration bursts of light. And then about 1931, he started taking pictures of everyday things. With his improvements, it went from 250 frames a second to 6,000 frames a second. And that made it possible to see things like sequences of the development of the splash of a drop and many other things that you could do it with high-speed movies. The way you make the picture of the splash of a milk drop is you have a dropper, and it's just a little funnel with milk in it and a valve. One drip every couple seconds, drip, drip. It passes in front of an LED. That is the trigger that tells a timing box to set off the flash. And the neat thing about this kind of picture is it repeats every 2 seconds. You see these things and you think it's as big as a saucer, you know, and it actually isn't. It's the size of your thumbnail. By that time, the plate had evolved to a little round dish that was painted red. The milk drop photograph was part of a lifelong series of photographs of liquids and water. He really liked beautiful photographs. And if he had one that he wasn't quite satisfied with, he'd keep working at it. Did Doc consider himself to be an artist? He would joke about that. He would say, "I'm an engineer, I'm not an artist." But then he would show a multi-flash photograph of a tennis player hitting a ball, and that's 50 pictures all in the same negative. And he'd throw up a picture and he'd say, he says, "I almost threw this negative out, but I decided I'd better keep it." And today it's in the Museum of Modern Art. I think Doc's pictures were influential at the time when he started to publish them, because his pictures were just so unusual and so startling and so attention-grabbing that you just couldn't ignore them. And I think it just fascinated people that things that went on around them every day actually had these amazing characteristics about them. He really is the father of modern high-speed photography. The pictures will be there for a long time. Some of the early ones, there was nothing like them, and they're still amazing today. And I think he actually had quite a profound influence on his colleagues and students of the time that you really had to try things to really understand them.